Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today I will be taking this raggedy wig you see here and I'll be turning it into this wonderful masterpiece here. It's for a character called Joe from Sk8 the Infinity, and so yeah, I'm gonna run through the process I go through to style this wig. So I am talking in this clip, but what I am explaining is I just forgot to record the teasing process, so I'm using another wig I have. You'll take a comb, and then you just back comb the strands, and once you back comb the strands and it looks like a hot mess, you go in afterwards with a iron or straightener, not an iron, do not use an iron. You go in with a straightener or a crimper. You could technically use a steamer, I guess, or a hair dryer to heat up the fibers, but you're gonna get best results if you use a straightener. And then you just heat up the fibers, wait for it to cool down, and once it's cooled down, you brush it back out, and it will become poofy like this. Here I'm just brushing out the wig. I'm speeding up this process and I'm going to cut the rest of it out. But you just go through and you brush out everything that you just finished teasing and heat it up. Here you have me separating my sections down, so to get the spikes that you want for the character. So what I do is I look at a character reference of the hair for it. I go through and I just take my clips to separate the other sections of the hair. And looking at the character's hair, I just separate what I need separated so that I know what spike I want where, and that is what you see me doing here. So this is Joe's front spike, I guess you see in front of his face, and I'm just brushing it out to make it look nice. I'll probably tease it a little bit to give it a little bit more volume as well, and just make it look basically how I want it to look. And then from there, I will be taking my straightener here, as you can see. I'm just going in and straightening out some parts to kind of get rid of the fuzziness of the hair. This is where a steamer would come in handy, by the way. I don't have a steamer. I did not, I have not purchased one yet, so that's just not an option for me at this moment. But here, I'm just looking at the character reference that I have pulled up on my monitor, probably. And then I'm going in, I'm straightening what I need straightened while I'm waiting for, obviously, it to heat up. But I'm just straightening out his little head spike there. I will also be straightening out other parts, taking my hairspray and shaping it the way I want it, and then I will be taking my shearing scissors and my other scissors and just going in and making minor cuts and minor details to shape my spike. This process can take a very, very long time. Like this recording that I have here, I think it's an hour and something long. And I'm just speeding up the process so that you guys don't have to sit through all of that. But I was here for a very, very long time, okay? So, just because you see these tutorials online of people working super, super fast and then poof, it's done, magical, I promise you, it is not just poof, done. Like, I sat here for a few hours hairspraying this wig, bringing it together, slowly working on it and making it look how I want. So I can assure you it is taking people a very, very long time to style their wig. Don't feel overwhelmed because you're taking a really, really long time. It is just a part of the process. You just gotta trust the process and go with it. And don't feel like you have to rush through it. Okay, if it takes you 3 hours, it takes you 3 hours. If it takes you 2 weeks, then it takes you 2 weeks, you know? Like, if it takes somebody half an hour, that's great. That's wonderful. That's your process, you know? But there is no correct amount of time that you should spend on a wig. It's just however you feel it should be. And so take as much time as you need. It is perfectly okay to be slower than others and faster than others, you know? It's a trust the process, it's a craft. You gotta work with it and make it look how you want and be happy with the results. And then this is basically the end result. Like, this is me showing you all the details now on all the sides, and yeah, you know, I hope that helps. I can go over more in-depth process again too if anybody's interested, but I just thought I'd go through my process of how I styled Joe's wig, because I did do a styling before this and I didn't like how it turned out, so I restyled his wig and I really, really like how it turned out this time. So yeah, just trust the process, trust yourself, and have fun. Hopefully this helps.